Many couples think a conflict is over because they feel like the issue got solved or ignored, maybe. But resolution is not the same thing as totally reconciling. What do I mean by that? Well, resolution says we made a decision, we reached an agreement, we solved the problem, or we just moved on. But reconciliation says your heart matters to me, the pain between us matters to me, and the impact of what happened actually matters. I do not just want the issue to be over, I want the connection to be restored between the two of us. The difference is important because many marriages look functional on the outside, mine did, while emotional pain quietly is building underneath. And the couple may solve the logistics, but they never really repair that wound. They may decide who will handle the bill, but they never address harsh words. They agree on the schedule, but never repair the feeling of being dismissed or ignored. They move on from an argument, but one spouse still feels truly unseen. And over time, this creates distance, not because the couple never resolves anything, but because they rarely reconcile. In the face-to-face journey, reconciliation includes acknowledging hurt, taking responsibility for impact, and offering that sincere repair that we talked about. It doesn't mean that we are done with this. What we learn to say is, I see that I hurt you. I understand why that mattered, and I'm sorry, and I want to know what helps your heart feel safe again. Wouldn't that be amazing? Now let us talk about forgiveness, because forgiveness is often misunderstood. Forgiveness is not pretending that something did not hurt. Forgiveness is not saying what happened was just okay. Forgiveness is not moving or removing every consequence from behavior. Forgiveness is not always forgetting. Forgiveness is not always immediate reconciliation. Sometimes trust needs to be rebuilt, and sometimes boundaries are needed around our behavior, and sometimes wisdom requires a process. But forgiveness does not mean we both begin to release the prison of resentment and bitterness. It means we lay down the demand to control the outcome. It means we stop using offense as a weapon. It means we allow God to work in a place where pain has been holding power over our lives. Forgiveness can take time. For some wounds, it's not a single moment. It's an entire process. But reconciliation, when possible and safe, asks both people to participate in that repair. Here are 5 simple steps from our face-to-face journey that can help couples reconnect and re-engage. Step 1, state the offense clearly. Not with a long defense, not with an explanation first. Simply name what happened. I spoke harshly. I may have dismissed your feelings, and with that, I probably broke trust. I shut down instead of listened. Step 2, admit how you hurt the other person. This is where many apologies become very weak. We say, I'm sorry that you felt hurt, but that still keeps distance, and it says it's their problem. A stronger repair sounds like, I can see how my words made you feel small, and I understand that when I shut down, you feel abandoned. I see that my decision caused you pain. Step 3, truly apologize. Say the words, I'm sorry. Not I'm sorry, but just I'm sorry. A sincere apology does not rush the other person to get over it. Step 4, surrender the offense. This means choosing not to keep feeding revenge, resentment, or control. It means placing the pain before God and choosing a path toward healing. Step 5, move forward with changed behavior. Moving on does not mean ignoring the wound. It means not using the past as a weapon once repair and responsibility have been engaged. And it means allowing new patterns to prove that change is very real. Here's a question that I want you to ask your spouse. When we experience conflict, do you usually need a solution first or emotional repair first? This matters. Some people feel better when the problem is solved. Other people need to feel emotionally reconnected before that solution even works for them. Neither of these is wrong, but if you do not understand the difference, one spouse may think the issue is over while the other thinks they're still carrying pain. So this week, do not just ask, did we solve it? Ask, did we repair? Because healthy couples do not just resolve problems, they restore connection. They learn to say, your heart matters to me, our bond matters to me, the way we come back together matters to me. That is reconciliation, and that is part of building a marriage face to face. If your marriage keeps solving problems but still feels emotionally bruised, our couples community is open and exactly where you need to be. This is the kind of work we practice together. Please subscribe so that you can keep going and have the marriage that you were called to have.